Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a great subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and get started. So our topic for today is selling. Pray it till you make it. What? I said selling. Pray it till you make it. Now, if you are looking at that, you're going, what does that mean? What has it got to do with selling? The old saying is fake it till you make it. Well, see, I had this great guy tell me one time, hey, Gary, won't you change that to pray it till you make it? And I'm thinking, what do you mean? He said, look, you've got a lot of pressure on you. You got a lot of things on you. And in this regard, you're going to have to decide whether you can do something or not. And in selling, one of the things that I've learned over the years is sometimes you got to pray it till you make it. And what that means is you're going to go through situations where you're going to try a particular sales job and you're going to say, dang, I don't know if I can do this. Now, this video might seem a little weird right now because of the lighting and everything, because it's overcast and it's cloudy outside and it's been raining, so I apologize. But our topic for today is selling and praying it till you make it. Now, to me, that sounds pretty good because, see, I'm a prayer. You know, when things aren't going my way, or maybe things are going my way, I pray. I always talk to God, and you may not be that kind of person. Maybe you need to, just have a conversation with somebody, share your feelings. But pray it till you make it is a really good thing because, see, what happens is if you fake it till you make it, you're faking it and you're doing something that's that's contrary to who you are. We have to be real people. When we're in selling, we don't want to lose our soul by acting as though we've already been there and we've done that. Now, see, a lot of times we have to prepare ourselves and say to ourselves, I am successful. I can do anything I put my mind to, but we have to put action behind it. You know, you can fake it till you make it as, people wear their outfits, the clothes and so forth. But I've seen a lot of times when people did that and they overextended themselves because they went and spent a bunch of money thinking, hey, man, I'm going to make some money right away. And they come to find out they don't. So by having that fake it till you make it mentality, it sounds pretty good. And it may work for you. It may work for some people, faking it until you make it, act as if. But faking, I don't like that word. It's a negative. It's negative to me, faking it. Because I'm not a faker. I'm a real person. I'm a person who believes in being real and honest and above board. Gary Lee Stanley, not for president or any of that crap. Just saying. Fake it till you make it is not in my mindset. And I remember when this guy told me, he said, Gary, why don't you just change that mantra and pray it till you make it? So when I'm having this conversation with you, I'm talking about a way to have expectations in a positive way. If we expect to succeed, we can succeed. If we look for avenues and means and ways to get to a point, we're going to get there. But we have to have this insight in our mind that we need to set goals. We need to go ahead and write down those things that we want to achieve. We need to look at those things on a daily basis. But it's better to pray it until you make it than fake it till you make it. Praying it till you make it and saying, God, you take control. I give you my life and my will over to you as best I can. And you help me. Now, God doesn't expect you to go out there and try to do everything on your own. He does want you to at least ask for help. Because, see, sometimes we get overwhelmed as salespeople. We get frustrated. We get angry. We have good days, bad days. And remember, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I told you I'd tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all, and about the things in selling that people don't talk about. Lately I've been thinking a lot more about how I can be a better person and also a better salesperson. And one of the things that keeps coming to my mind is pray it till you make it. When you start a new career or a new sales job, you don't know a lot about the business. You don't know a lot about the fundamentals. And then they work you through a process and they teach you the basics so you can have a foundation. But see, here's the thing. A lot of times we get overwhelmed. Now, I'm going to not lie to you. I'm taking a test right now, a course right now that's like an 8-week course. It's really intense. And I've got a lot of licenses, guys, and certifications. But see, I'm trying to improve myself. And when I'm talking to you guys, this should be your mindset too. You should always want to improve yourself to be a better salesperson, have another opportunity that's a bigger and better opportunity, and you got to work towards those ends. So the key thing that I'm dealing with now is I'm praying it until I make it. So, regardless, if you pray for things, you have to have faith. You have to believe that they'll come true. And I'm not praying for, to drive a bunch of crap and do all kinds of stuff that's just not really beneficial. I'm wanting to be a real salesperson. A real salesperson sells things. We have conversations. We talk to lots of people, and we close deals, and we make things happen. But see, if we don't have that proper mindset, and pray, for me is a big deal. I pray, not for God to help me to manipulate people, but God to help me to talk to the people that God wants me to talk to share the products that I have to sell. Because believe it or not, God puts people in our lives for us to have these conversations with and to help. Because as a salesperson, we make the world go around. Now, you may not want to be listening to this message if you're a person who believes that, hey, you do it all on your own. And I'm going to tell you what, you really don't. You got to have great people in your corner. You've got to have people that'll back you up. You got to have mentors and people that can teach you the philosophies and the information on how to sell. But when I say selling and praying it till you make it, that means you're doing something positive. You're already putting the thoughts in your mind that, hey, I'm going in a particular direction. Like I'm getting this license to sell real estate. Now, I'm going to be doing it on the side a little part-time. I'm not going to be doing it full-time or anything. But I've got other licenses in play. And I'm going to tell you what, I've taken a lot of courses, and they're kind of hard. And you have to have this willingness to want to get to the next level. So I pray a lot, and I'm praying it until I make it. This course is extensive. It's a little bit longer. Normally people do it within a short amount of time, but I'm not that kind of salesperson. I kind of like to have an idea of what I'm doing. I've seen a lot of people get into selling and they take a crash course on something and it's overwhelming and they pass the test and everything. But when you go out there and start trying to do the job, it's like they don't know how to have what they call a selling conversation. And that's kind of weak, man, because you kind of want to know what you're talking about, especially if you're selling something. And for me, this particular subject is very intense because I have to work a full-time job. I have to take care of my kid. I got a lot of responsibilities. And it's like, I got my other jobs and stuff that I'm trying to keep up with too. So the key to success for me is selling and, praying it until I make it. I don't know. I try to do, God's will more so than my own will today. And the reason why I say that is because, see, I make a lot of choices and I made a lot of mistakes. And if I feel as though something's not hitting me in the gut and I don't feel right about something, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to be one of these people to tell you to do something and I'm not going to do it myself. I have to be true. So when I'm sharing these videos with you, I hope that you'll keep an open mind in this regard, because the key to success is to pray it until you make it. Not fake it till you make it, because if you're faking something, that means you're really not being true to your own self. And that's just not a very positive thing to be. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I am your sales guy. I've been in sales in one form or capacity since the 80s, and I've done a lot of over-the-phone, business-to-business, door-to-door, retail, just a lot of different type of sales jobs. So when you're getting something from me, you're getting a person who's been there, done that, and has had to deal with a lot of adversity. And one of the things when you're having to deal with adversity is to pray it till you make it, not fake it till you make it. Praying till you make it means you're humbling yourself. You're looking outside of yourself and asking for help. Because sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need what they call a peace of mind. And if you're praying it till you're making it, at least you're putting your efforts in a positive direction, looking for a higher power to direct you. And a lot of times we need that because, see, if you have faith and you believe that you can achieve something, you're more likely to do it. Faking it until you're making it, well, that sounds real cool. And I've said it many times when I first got into selling. I'm going to fake it till I make it. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to fake it. And then I got reminded, Gary, won't you pray it till you make it? I'm like, dang, that sounds real good. Praying it till you're making it. You know, and like I said, I've been in sales for a long time, and you know, I've been doing a lot of different things, but as I get a little bit older, I find that sometimes I need to reach outside of myself and get people on board to give me some encouragement. And you know, for some people, they go to church. I go to church. For some people, they go to different types of groups and stuff, and they share what's going on in their life. But for me, a lot of the people that I'm around, we believe in prayer. We believe in asking for help. Now, we're not asking God to give us a Lamborghini or anything like that. But if that's what you want, you know, you can pray for that, but you got to have to get out there and work. Because, see, God ain't going to just give you stuff. You've got to put the effort into it. You know, there's been some old sayings where people would say, God, gimme, 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 and I'm going to sit right here until you give it to me. It don't work like that. You got to pray it till you make it. You got to do the do. You got to do the work. You got to show up to work every day. You got to go out there and sell something. And see, God will bless you, but you got to be a blessing first, not a curse. And when you get into selling, you've got to remember that, hey, some days are going to be good, some days are going to be great, and there's going to be some days you're not going to sell anything, and you may run the risk of telling yourself, I can't do this. And I've seen a lot of great salespeople people who had potential, and they quit the whole career of selling. They went back to a mediocre job, and then, you know, they were happy and so forth. But then again, you know, you have to ask yourself, if that's the case and you got into sales, you probably had a feeling inside of you. That was a light that God gave you that says, hey man, you might want to try this. Now, I didn't say go out there and manipulate people. And our topic for today is selling it. Selling is to pray it until you make it, not fake it till you make it. You know, I know it's a weird subject, and I don't know if you'll watch this video or not, but I believe in prayer. I believe that if you have faith, not trying to move, you can move mountains with your, you know, with your prayers. I've seen too many people in my life that got prayed over or prayed into in a positive way, and it changed their whole lives. Because see, what happens is once you start praying it until you make it, you have belief, you have faith, you believe you can do something. And when you put this mindset, this mantra into your mind that I can do anything, I can do anything, you know, I can do anything. It's just amazing. Praying it till you make it instead of faking it till you make it. I mean, it will change your whole course. Now, you may not even believe in prayer. I'm going to tell you what, but see, here's the thing. I do. And I try to be a kind person. I try to do the right next thing, but I'm not going to say when I was younger I did all the right things. I've done a lot of things that I'm not very proud of, and I apologize. God, please forgive me, and anybody that I've ever hurt, forgive me. But what I try to do today is the right things in everything that I try to touch. And my whole goal today is selling. Pray it till you make it. You know, some people, they have expectations where they'll be somewhere way up here, and then life hits them in the eyes and life hits them in the face, and then they have to take care of children. They got to take care of bills. They got to take care of family members. They got to take care of all different things. And sometimes we lose our focus. We lose our goal or our will to want to do the best that we can do. And we become what they call mediocre. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be mediocre. I want to be the best that God has made me to be. So what I like to do is I like to pray it until I make it. And I want to thank you for watching this video, because you mean a lot to me. And you folks need to share this. And if you're not a person who believes, maybe pray. You'll be surprised. Maybe some things might happen, and then your faith will become stronger. You have to have faith. Without faith, you can't really do anything. And believing in yourself is just a part of life. Believing in others is a great part of life. And caring about our fellow man or women is very important. I am my brother and my sister's keeper. And this video is about selling. You can be a great salesperson, and money may be your belief in your God. But see, you're not going to live forever, and you need to go ahead and remember, we want to leave a legacy one day. We want to treat people the way we want to be treated, the golden rule. You know, you want to treat people kindly. It just comes back to you tenfold. But my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I hope this provocative comment and this video was provocative for you to make you think. That's what my videos are for. And our subject today was selling. Pray it till you make it. Not the old way. Fake it till you make it. I'm not a faker. I'm a real person. I'm a real salesperson. And I hope you appreciate the realness in this video. Pray it till you make it. I pray God blesses you, and all of you. I pray God opens doors for you in your selling career. I pray God helps you to be the best that you can be in your life, be a blessing to others. So go out there and sell something. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. And do me a favor, go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling it. Our topic for today is pray it till you make it, not fake it till you make it. All right.